Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday morning warm-up number 65. And today we're looking at a whole variety of things, including the key of B flat major. So we're going to start off with our usual little bit of warm-up clapping. So I'm going to put onto the screen the clapping rhythm, and it's another triplety one. And just get the metronome going. We're going to be. You can stomp your feet if you like. I always say I encourage you to do that. But if it means that the clapping pattern falls apart, then just perhaps concentrate on the clapping. But this one should be fairly straightforward. It's a 4-bar clapping pattern across the top there, and there's a couple of triplet patterns interspersed with the beat. So just follow me if you're just not quite sure how those triplets go. I think I'm fairly. We'll find out. Here we go. After 4, clap away. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, quick one. Oh, that's quick. I was doing it too quick. Sorry, it's a diddly. Da 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 da. Last time. Right, good. Got there in the end. Okay, even if I wasn't clapping all that rhythm perfectly to start with, it warmed me up, and that's the main thing. Okay, good. I hope it warmed you up as well. Right, let's move on to the instruments now, and B flat as our key today, our tonic. So you all know what note to play. B flat for most instruments, and C or G for the tenors and altos. And I'm just going to play that note for a minute. Let's go. You know what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, right, well hopefully that's blown some air into your instruments, or vibrated the strings to get them moving. And for the chromatic bit now, for the chromatic scale, we're going to do, well, starting on B flat, it's going to go up to E, and we're going to do it as chromatically, of course, but in triplets on this rhythm. See if I can get this right first before you follow me. Nice and slow. Right, I don't know if you you heard, well, you would have heard that. So I started on the B flat, concert B flat, went up to E in triplets. In other words, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1, and then came back down again. So I'm just going chromatically from the E flat, B flat, up to E and back down again, and just giving it a triplet feel with the metronome set to a very slow speed. So let's just do that. We're going to go up and down 4 times. Okay, B flat up to E, down to B flat up to E, down to B flat up to E, down to B flat up to E, and down again. Do your best. 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and okay, let's do that a little bit slower, because depending on your instrument that can be quite difficult, so if the metronome will go slower, I think it will. Let's do it quite a bit slower now. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. One more time, and 1 2 3 2 2 3 1. Good. Okay, we're off B flat up to E. So we're now going to do the second half of the octave, and this is from E up to B flat. Okay, so top half of the 12 semitones. After 3, same speed, same rhythmic pattern. 1 2 1 2 3 2 2 3. One more time on that. So concert E up to concert B flat. 1 2 3 2 2 3. Okay, well, we're going to stick to that kind of pattern, that regime, for the next few sessions, starting on different notes. But so once you've got the hang of that kind of idea of just going up, you're actually going up a tritone to the from the first note to the second note. If you wanted to try that anywhere else. Right, let's just move on now with the full chromatic scale, B flat, concert B flat, up to the octave. Just at the old regular sort of speed. Do 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 do. So starting on concert B flat. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Just going up a whole octave. And down. Yep, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed it up. Here we go, quite a bit quicker. 1 2 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, because it's still early. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's one to concentrate the mind, and the chromatic scale. Good-o, let's move on, and if you'd like to get in front of you the instrument sheet. So we're looking at the key of B flat major. It's a bit like a landlord newly into the business. It's just got 2 flats. Right, now the B flat major scale, that's fairly straightforward in terms of it is what it is. I'll explain a little bit more about what I've written on the right hand side of the top line there, the various chord arpeggios. I'll come to that in a minute. But let's do the B flat major scale. I've given it a bit of a rhythm just to make it a little bit more interesting to play. So we're just going to do the first bar on the top line. Okay, and I do sometimes say if it's in a part of the instrument which is either difficult to play, a bit low, then it's good practice anyway to play an octave higher, for example. If you're on a saxophone, tenor sax, for example, might be a bit low. Or if on a guitar or bass, play it in a different position or use a different fingering, something else. If you want to challenge yourself, if you just want to take it easy, just do what's on the screen in front of you. So okay, we're going to play that first bar after 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and again after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Right, let's move on to the second bar. So rhythmically it's the same thing, just descending from the octave B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Final time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we'll play those 2 bars together, just as written. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Final time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. So that's the B flat major scale. If you were to construct chords on that scale, starting on the B flat, then another chord starting on the second note C and the third note D, and so on, you'd come up with a collection of 7 chords, and they are the main chords in the key of, well, in this particular key, B flat. So it would be B flat major, C minor, D minor, E flat major, F major, and so on. And there's a very common chord progression which has been around in classical music for centuries, and is used an awful lot in show tunes in the 1930s and eventually found its way into jazz music and so on. And the chord sequence is known as a 2-5-1 because it's taking the second chord of the key, in the key of B flat, that will be C minor. Then the fifth chord of the key, so that will be F. And then the one chord, which will be, of course, B flat major. Actually, that's what we're going to be strumming later, so I can just stick that on the screen if you like, just to remind you. Some of you have seen this before. These are colloquially known as 2-5-1s, and it's just a very common chord sequence. I'll put sevenths on them just to make them more interesting. The chords a little bit jazzier as well. So anyway, a 2-5-1 in the three different keys there. So what I've got on the right hand side of the top of the page are the arpeggios, or particular arpeggios, of the second chord, the fifth chord, and the one chord, as a kind of a sequence of notes, as a line. And that's what we're going to play. So we're literally just going to play the arpeggios of the three chords. I haven't written them on there because, of course, they're different for different instruments. But so we're just going to play the next 4 bars on that top line as shown. Okay, so it starts off with a C minor. They're 7th chords, so a C minor 7 arpeggio, followed by a concert F7, followed by a concert B flat major 7, and finishes on the final tonic note. Tonic means just root note. So here we go, just going to literally play those 4 bars, yeah, with a long note on the last one. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see, yeah, let's do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Just one last little bit about that. The first arpeggio is a root inversion of the C minor 7. So the root in that it starts on the root note. Right. The next one is not a root inversion. It's a different inversion of the 5 chord. Anyone know what it is? Answers on a postcard or a chat box, or you can unmute yourself. That's a question, and I've got to figure out myself now. The second one. Right, well, it's got the 5th on the bass. So it's the second inversion. Yes, well done, Julie. I saw your fingers going up there. It's not a rude sign, you're right. Very good. So that's the second inversion of the 5 chord. Anyway, there's a nice little line to just play through as part of the warm-up. Let's move on now to the second line, and we're going to do one of those tried and tested sort of exercises on the scale, and this is just to go up in thirds. Always a good way to warm up your ears as well as the fingers and mouths and lungs and so on, because you start to hear these major and minor third intervals. Okay, so we're playing the second line all the way across. Up the scale in thirds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good-o. onto the third line, and this is essentially the same thing but descending. So starting on the concert B flat, up there. Here we go. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All very satisfying sounding, isn't it? And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Righty ho. Let's move on to the more rhythmic side of things, and I've just used the arpeggios from the top line, the 2, the 1. Sorry, the 2, the 5, and the 1. And just put little rhythms on the screen using those arpeggios. So there's a bit more variety rather than just sticking to the same 3 or 4 notes as we have done in the past. So let's just do the first bar then. So we're on the line above the bottom line, bar 15 I think it says on there, yep. And it's just a little rhythmic phrase using the notes from the 2 chord. So that's concert C minor 7. Okay, so just do that bar, first bar once. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit a wrong note there. Let's do it again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, da, da. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, slightly different to usual. We're not going to loop it. We're just going to go to the second chord, the second bar now. And there's a little phrase there. This is based on the second arpeggio, the 5 chord. And so we're just going to play that second bar once. Don't forget that first bar though, we haven't finished with that. So second bar, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Both offbeats, those last 2 notes. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. One more time. Right, what we're going to do now is just play the first 2 bars together. So, as written, just the first 2 bars. So this will be a 2-5 phrase, rhythmic phrase. In other words, something you can play over any 2-5 progression, well, in this key. So we're just going to play the first 2 bars of the penultimate line. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably guess where this is going. It's going to resolve onto the 1 chord. So let's now do bars 3 and 4. We'll do them all the way through this time, not one at a time, but bars 3 and 4 then. And this is based on the 1 chord, the arpeggio of the 1 chord. And up and down. After 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's play all 4 bars. Yep, after 4, all 4 bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I hope you got that. If not, let's have another go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I slightly fluffed that one, so let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. A little line there just to play over a 2-5-1 progression. And if you've got time, do it in the other keys. There's only 11. Now we will do some more of these next time, so in a different key, of course. Okay, let's go on to the last line now. Same process then. So let's just do that first bar. Don't forget it's got a 2-beat rest at the beginning. So just doing that first bar after 4 with a 2-beat rest. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, on to the second bar. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Right, you got the idea now. We're going to play the first and second bar. After 4 with the 2 beats at the beginning, 2-beat rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Boom. Yeah, right. Let's play the third and fourth bars. So the last 2 bars on the sheet. So it's following the same arpeggios, but just a different rhythm. After 4 for the last 2 bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Righty ho. So the last thing on this sheet will be to play those 4 bars all the way across. And don't forget that rest at the beginning. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, pause for thought there. Did you get everything in that line? Let's do that again after 4 with the rest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just do that one more time, then we'll finish with this sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's something different, isn't it? Good. Okay, well, we'll do a little bit more of that next time. Meanwhile, let's move on to the actual chords themselves. And this is where you can actually play those phrases we've just done over these next... so if you want to keep that sheet there and play those phrases over me strumming the chords, see what it sounds like, please do. If you're on a strumming instrument, then they're your chords. Just going to do a bar of each chord, or you can just improvise if you want to, just make up little melodies and phrases using the B flat major scale or the notes from those chords. But thinking of chord tones, if you really want to make it sound good, make sure you see if you can hit actual chord tones from those chords whilst I'm playing them. So okay, here we go, just for a minute of strumming and a wind down, and then we'll be finished. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, last one coming up. Here we go. Finish on that B flat major 7. Lovely. Right. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, bye, Joe. And just seen Joe's message there. Right, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, Dave.
And thank you for coming along.
Thanks, Chris. Bye, everybody. Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye, Chris.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Next
Dave.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Thank you, Dave.
You too.